up, people? You know what time it is, Uncle P, and you're watching Sweet Addictions TV. So, first of all, I want to thank you all for your emails and your phone messages. I'm doing pretty good, y'all. I got the patch on, so we'll see. Haven't had a smoke, still been really irritable, but everything is good to go. So let's get right to the questions. Hey, Uncle P, how you doing? I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend for 7 years now. But since the second year, I was thinking he was the one for me. He manipulates me and everything, but I'm not going through that story because my parents already told me he's not right. I already know that I'm going to tell him that I won't be able to continue with the relationship. 2 years ago at school, I saw a guy who opened the door for me and let me in. Since that moment, I felt a vibration. At that time, I was still with my boyfriend, but I had problems with him being possessive and not letting me have friends. Every time I see this guy at school, I get goosebumps. When he was with some friends, I would say hi to my friends, and they would just wave, whatever. There was another time I did not say hi to him at all. I see him look at him and go straight to class. We're in college. And one day I saw him in the elevator and I looked at him and he waved back and I waved back with a smile. Since then, he has been waving with a smile and, alright, okay. So, what she does, she goes on to give this whole, puppy love thing. First of all, I'm kind of questioning your sanity. If you've been with a dude for 7 damn years and you stay with him, even though he's manipulative and controlling, you stupid. You're really stupid. And now you're smitten with this other cat. What should you do? First, here's what you should do. 1, you should break up with this idiot that you're dating right now. And 2, you should just chill out and concentrate on yourself. If you're not mentally strong enough to get out of a relationship that you know is no good, then you are not mentally ready to get into another relationship. That's my honest advice. Yeah, you stupid. And I mean, come on. What do you expect me to say? Actually, I'm gonna tell you what I tell a lot of people is to read your letter again, and after the first 3 sentences, you kind of know that you shouldn't be in this relationship with this other dude anyway, regardless of what your parents say. It's not healthy. It's not good for your spirit. It's basically a stupid idea. Hey, Uncle P, I'm 15 years old, and this guy I've known for a while now asked me to be his girlfriend about 2 days ago. So I said yes, because I really liked him. My mom has always been the one to tell me that boys are good for nothing during the high school years, and that's okay to be friends with them, but they only want one thing. Your mom's right. My dad hasn't really said anything about when I can start dating or what he would think about me dating during high school. I'll speak for your father. Stop. Boy. Ooh. Man, y'all got me thinking about my baby girl. Come on. Oh, man. Don't do it to me. Anyway, I want to tell my parents that I have a boyfriend, but I'm kind of nervous about the reaction, I guess. I tried telling my mom before. I even got the same thing. She gave me the boys are no good for nothing speech. But I've known my boyfriend for a while, and he's definitely not the type that wants to rush into having sex or force me. I'm not stupid enough to get pregnant. And just want to be just to be another bad statistic. I have the rest of my high school and college life to think about. My boyfriend wants to focus mostly on having a healthy relationship with me, and he respects me all the time. He's a really nice guy and pretty laid back. So I guess my question is, how do I confront my parents about telling them that I have a boyfriend? Alright, you know what? This was pretty good. Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you. Y'all, when married couples and when older people have these relationship problems and they call and they ask what they should do, I always tell them that the bulk of the responsibility is on the man. In your case, the bulk of the responsibility is on the boy. Here's what I would do. If you feel that you are ready to have a boyfriend, then you should also be ready to sit your parents down and tell them. You seem like you have your head on your shoulders. You seem like you're focused. You know how not to make stupid mistakes. Then do that. Really, Parents, this is what we do. Well, first of all, we don't trust boys. We don't. And second of all, we don't trust that our kids have the ability to make the right decision. By doing this, by sitting your parents down and telling them what your decision is and what you're doing, you're showing your parents that you're mature enough to be in this relationship. The second thing is, your boyfriend needs to go meet your father. I know it's old school, but that's what he needs to do. He needs to go up to your front door, knock on the door. And what this will do is, it will give your parents a chance to meet your boyfriend and establish their own opinion of him. Right now, they're just going off opinion of boys in general, which I don't fault them for. So that's my advice. Number one, sit your parents down, be honest, be forthright, be forthcoming. And number two, have your boyfriend be the young man that he is to become and introduce himself to your father. That's what you should do. Hey, Uncle P, I don't have any problems with my boyfriend. Good. He's a wonderful guy in so many ways. There's only one problem. He's late for everything but work and going to the movies. He tells me he's going to pick me up at a certain time but doesn't come until an hour later. He's even late to things that don't include me. I was brought up where being on time to everything was important. Being late meant wasting someone's time. What should I tell him? Or should I just relax because it's no big deal to him? And she added that we're both early 20s and Christians. Hey, let me tell you, my wife is late for everything. I'm telling you. And me, being the military man that I am, I can't stand to be late. I hate it. I just, I'm early for everything. I'm early for meetings. I'm early. If my boys say, yo, P, let's go meet at the bar at 8 o'clock, I'm there at 7:30. I just absolutely hate to be late. My wife, nonchalant about everything, except for work. Except for work and my children, she will be on time for. I have tried. I can't give you no advice because I don't know what to do either. I'm telling you. With the exception of picking you up, I think you should sit down and tell him how important it is that he picked you up on time, especially if he picks you up late at night, because, just for a safety factor. But, man, if you figure out the answer to that question, tell me, because I'm telling you, I've been with this woman 13 years. We celebrate our 10-year anniversary, August the 16th, and, wow, hey, Candy, I remember the date. Woo-hoo, that's a long story behind that. But anyway, I don't know, man. With the exception of him picking you up late, really ain't nothing you can do. There's no advice that I have because I'm in the same damn boat. Oh, this one's long. I told y'all, man. I'm telling you, I go to the mail. I listen to the voicemail that you guys leave at 419. Uncle P0, and then I go to AskUncleP@gmail.com, and I click, and press print. So, y'all bear with me. This is long as hell. I'll try to read it while I'm reading it, and then cut out the points. But anyway, hey, Uncle P, I'm loving that you're a new addition to the show. Thank you. I guess, Candace hasn't got tired of me yet. Well, y'all haven't got tired of me since, really, I gotta make y'all happy. If y'all ain't, but, I need a male's point of view on this, and I know you are definitely going to keep it real with me. Hold on, it's my kids bothering me. What's up? Dinner's ready.
No.
What?
Dinner's ready.
Okay, I'll be right up.
How much?
I'm going to be up right now.
Okay, then come here.
Well, shut the door. I'll be right there.
You can get late.
I'm not going to come late. Will you please shut the door so Daddy can finish?
You do come late.
I'm not. Will you shut the door, please?
You will.
Alright, shut the door. Oh, man. Ooh, dinner was quite enjoyable. Oh. I sneak and drink my beer, y'all. Don't tell nobody. But anyway, let me get back to this letter. Okay. I forgot where I left off, so I'm just going to pick back up. I'm 29 years old with no kids, college educated. I have my own car and place. I've been told that I'm a good catch, and I honestly say my last two boyfriends were good guys. They were just not for me, so things ended on good terms. I've been single since 2008 by my own choice. It started out as me trying to find myself and whatnot, and now it's just because most of the time I don't feel like being bothered by the stupidity that men do. Yup, we are stupid. Every time I say that, I get like hate mail from brothers. Hey, brothers, I'm just, look, collectively, alright? So I'm not calling you individually stupid, but collectively, we on some shit. Okay, I'm not here to discuss my hang-ups or anything, but a person in my past is currently trying to be in my future. Here's the situation. This started back when I was 23 years old. I just got out of one crazy one-year relationship with a guy. I met this new guy. He was 27. Like a month later, became physical pretty quick. Me knowing things now that I didn't know then, it was rebound, but back then I developed feelings for him. We talked about everything. I even met his parents. We actually developed a real cool friendship. He, however, made every excuse in the book why he didn't want to settle down. We went back and forth for almost 2 years. I eventually pulled back and started seeing other people and didn't speak to him. Fast forward, I was 26 and just got out of engagement, and he popped back in my life. It was different. I didn't see him the same way as I did before, but there are still feelings. I wrote a blog about it. Well, it was different. I didn't see him the same way I did before, but there were still feelings there. So like a dummy, I wrote a blog about how I felt or whatnot. And some other females in his life caught wind of this, started grilling him, and he got mad and wrote this fabricated story about how you stalked him for 2 years. So basically, we fell out over this and stopped talking to each other for 3 years. So now he's talking about how he wants to be more than friends, and he knows he knows that I was the one that he messed up with. My new state of thinking on this part, like, oh well, deal with it now. On the other part of me is curious to see if he is serious and if he finally decided to be adult about this shit for once. Should I go ahead and meet up with him and see what he's about, or should I just leave the past to past? Look, I'm gonna tell you, just from what you wrote your letter and how well you wrote your letter, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about this. You've moved on. You got your education. 29 years old. Everything's ahead of you. I don't think I would meet dude. And because, okay, so you're 29 right now, right? This happened when you were 26. That was 3 years ago. Look, people don't change. Somebody's going to get mad at me because I said that. But it is my personal belief that people don't change. What we do is we make different choices. I'm the same asshole that I was back when I was an asshole, but yeah, I'm the same person I was. I just make different choices. I changed my mind. Go ahead, meet dude. Judging by how you prefaced your letter, it seems like you got your head on your shoulders and you can smell bullshit when it comes. So I would say go ahead and meet dude. Meet with him again. Sit down and talk to him. I don't think you're going to be all giddy like you were when you were a kid. 29 years old, you ain't a kid no more. So I guess I would meet him and see where it goes. I mean, can't hurt, right? I will tell you this, though. Don't pressure a guy to settle down and get married if he ain't ready. It won't work. It's just my honest opinion. Dear Uncle P, I was dating a guy for 2 years. Then last summer he started acting different. He moved off campus with a friend and he got a job and everything. Long story short, he was always working a lot and we weren't spending any time together or talking that much. So Valentine's Day rolls around and I'm thinking he has something special planned, but he didn't. All he did was sleep, so I was disappointed. Monday rolls around and I was in a computer lab on campus. He walks in, didn't say anything to me, and I thought he was rude. So I told him he is rude and how we don't spend time together anymore. Well, the conversation got heated and he told me to shut up, and it was the last straw for me and I broke up with him. But he acted like he didn't care or think that he did anything wrong. Eventually, he said sorry for telling me to shut up. We are at a point now where we said we're going to work out our relationship, but he said he wants to establish a friendship first and work this way back up. I'm thinking that's stupid because we've been together for 2 years. We already have a friendship established. I'm going back and forth on if I should stay and work things out or should I leave. Okay, just by what you wrote, if dude is honest, I mean, if this is a real thing and he really wants to become friends with you again, do it. Do it. Man, this is a tough one. You know what? Forget him. If you guys are still in college, looks like he's working a lot. He's trying to go to school. He's trying to work. This is not what he needs or what you need. And maybe that's the reason why he's saying, hey, let's just be friends. It seems to me that he really doesn't want him to be in a relationship and that he just doesn't want to hurt you. To be honest, just by what you wrote, and I can only comment by what you wrote, maybe dude has really decided that his focus in life is school, paying for school, and pretty much that's it. Or it doesn't include you. The let's be friends excuse or reason is really, I like you, I just don't want to be in a relationship with you. It's time, sister, for you to move on. Here goes another one. Hello! I'm 19, going on 20. Hey, when you turn, look here. And I'm going to tell y'all, I always come straight with y'all, always be honest with you. And here it is. If you're 25 and under, you're still a child. May not agree with it, but you are still a child. Please don't give me this. Every time I say that, somebody comes back with, I've been on my own since I've been 15. I ain't never seen so many been on their own since they've been 15 motherfuckers in my life. So what? You've been on your own. So what? If you're under 25, you're still a child. You are an older child, but you're still a child. Back to the letter. Okay. So I'm 19 going on 20, and I have had only one relationship for 4 years. That means, hey, another thing. I'm just probably going to take y'all off all day. If you're once you turn 18, there's a big difference between a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old. There's a big difference between an 18-year-old and a 20-year-old. Big difference between a 20-year-old and a 25-year-old. Not so much difference between a 26 and a 30-year-old. That would just confuse y'all. It didn't make no damn sense. But I just had to say it. Whew. The thing is, okay, I've been talking to a new guy for about a month now. The thing is, because I obviously have no real relationship experience, I have this two-perfect complex going on. I have dated disasters, and thank God for that. Everyone should date to rule out people. Actually, I say that. I say that a lot. I think you should date as many people as you want to, as you can. But don't confuse dating with having sex. If you don't understand then don't. Moving right along. Okay, the guy stood out. This one guy stood out. He doesn't mind being around me no matter where I go. Museums, sitting on the boardwalk, even shopping. He actually asked to come with me when I'm going out. This is flattery because my exes rarely wanted to go with me. Also, whatever I want, he offers to get it or makes plans to get it. He has not pushed sex. He doesn't mind cuddling or silence. He doesn't mind my wild side, which is perfect. He is in college, he works, and he has goals and real plans for his life. I've always said I wanted a man to treat me like my father. Damn right. Damn right. Say it again. I have always said I wanted a man that treated me like my father. That is powerful. I'm telling you. Get on my horse. It made me happy. Whatever I say goes. He has not told me, yo, I am scared that I may potentially walk over him because I can be dominating and maturely admitting a brat. He also asked me things such as what kind of clothes do you like to wear. This turned me off. Should I be freaked out about his eagerness to please me? Is he taking it too far with questions like that? Is he a potential stalker, a psycho? What? Oh, come on, man. Look, listen. I'm not going to read the rest of it because I know where this is going. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. 90% of what my wife wants, I get for her. Whatever she wants, I get for her. I've asked her the same things. Hey, what type of clothes do you wear? Do you like? So I can go out and buy them. I don't see just by, and I can only go by just what you said. Dude is really into you. Really. A lot. Chill the fuck out. Enjoy it. Most women would kill for a cat like this. You want to know if he's a stalker? Are you serious? Come on now. Dude just really likes you. Wants to see you happy. He's really into you. If that makes you uncomfortable, then leave him and let him find a woman who will appreciate everything that he has to give. Just because he's catering to you, just because he's being attentive, just because he wants to know what you like, doesn't mean you can walk all over him. Quite, as a matter of fact, he probably just hasn't hit that one point where he says, stop, I'm telling you. My wife say, we ain't gonna do that. And unless I feel strongly about it one way or the other, we won't do it. Now, my 0.1% is all-consuming, all-powerful. I am mad, make fire, cook meat. And relax. Enjoy it. Because you could be one of these weak dudes that think that being a man is me man, make fire, cook meat. I mean, I just can't, you know what, with all the complaining, Father, with all the complaining that women have about men, your dumb ass finds one, and now you don't want him. Hey, the last questions for Ask Uncle P is actually like 10 questions. So, one of the viewers sent me like 10 questions, okay? So, I'm just going to answer them. Do you think a woman is a whore if she has sex on the first date? No, I don't think she's a hoe, but I think she's stupid if she expects respect from that. Do you. If you're an adult and you want to bang a dude on the first date, then go ahead and bang him. But understand, generally speaking, dude ain't going to see you nothing but a good piece of ass. He might call back for some more ass, but that's all you're going to be is a good piece of ass. Number 2, would you date a woman who had a bad past but has everything together when y'all met? I'm not sure what you mean as a bad past. Would I date a murderer? No. Would I date anyone that harmed children? No. Would I date a thief? No. No. Would I date a woman who, admittedly, like if I talk to her, she's like, yeah, I fucked like 50 dudes. Would I date her? No. It's just me. Number 3, would you ever date a bisexual woman? No. Date. Would I go out and have dinner and enjoy a movie with a woman who had a bad past or who was bisexual? Yes. Would I get into a relationship with a woman that had a bad past, those things that I outlined, or a bisexual woman? No, because how can you be bisexual if you're supposed to be in a monogamous relationship with me? That's just my opinion. Oh, and ain't nothing against people. Please, God help me. I'm not speaking about homosexuality. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking specifically about one person being in a relationship with another person, but still saying, hey, I like to sleep with this other people over here. That for me is no. Since I brought up homosexuality, let me just put it on record by saying I don't give a damn. Anyway. Okay, what do you think of strippers? I think strippers are beautiful. I mean, I seen this one. Oh, Lord. Y'all think strippers in America are nice? Let me tell you, y'all need to go to Australia. Man. Whew. But don't go to Baltimore. Because them strippers in Baltimore, it look like they got bullet wounds. And strippers in D.C., it's just, whew. I don't want my daughter being no stripper. I don't think I can have a relationship with a stripper. But, hey, they are with me. Do what you do. Hey, y'all be quiet. Okay. Thank you. My kids. What do you feel about a woman who still talks to her ex, as in friends? It would make me uncomfortable as a man. And it's funny because my wife used to have this this dude she used to date back in the day. And I guess dude was coming to America. Like I said, so her friend calls up and says, hey, I'm going to be in town. Would you like to have lunch? So, of course, my wife asked me, and I said, absolutely not. That's how I feel about it. Okay. How do you feel about a woman who only hung around men? I'm going to tell you, if you're a female and you only have dude friends, I'm really not going to trust you that much. With the camaraderie and the sisterhood that women have, if all your friends are dudes, that's going to say something to me about you. I keep saying stuff that's going to get me in trouble. Before I got married, I used to have females that I was friends with. Like tight friends. And I slept with them all. Okay. How much is overexposed clothing in a woman? Look, I told you, I'm kind of old school. Christian. I'm a Buddhist. But what's funny is seeing people go to church and everything but their breast is showing. Cleavage should be a subtle hint, y'all. Cleavage should be a touch of subtlety. I shouldn't see everything but you know, all that. I shouldn't see your ass. When you squat down to pick up something, I shouldn't see your thong sticking out of your jeans. Just my opinion. I'm old school. I was raised old school. I was raised where women were explicitly respectful of their personal presentation. I don't expect a woman to be covered up like a Orthodox Muslim, but I do expect a woman to dress conservatively, because you can be conservative and sexy as hell. Would you date a woman who had kids before she met you? No, I wouldn't. And it's kind of, it might be hypocritical of me, because when my wife met me, I have a son. He's 13 years old. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. If your woman gained weight during a relationship, would you leave her? Oh man, that's kind of hard to answer, because I've been with a lot of women. I only seriously dated maybe 4 or 5 women, real serious. And the 2 really serious women that I dated, I married both of them. First of all, I learned this the hard way. If my family don't like you, I got no time for you. It's interest in heart. So I'm telling you, if my big sister don't like you, later, sorry. And then it would hurt me. Yeah, I'll just be like, all right, she don't like you, and just move on. If you did anything to disrespect my children or the mother of my children, because a lot of women, and trust me, because I know a lot of women, when women get pissed off at me, you know what they do? They don't say anything about me, because what really can you say to me that's going to offend me? You can't call me big-headed. You can't talk about my teeth. Yes, so you know what they do? They talk about my wife, especially black women. I'm just going to put it out there. Black women, the first thing y'all say if I tick y'all off is some shit that got to do with some racial-ass comment about my wife. So I think that would just cause me to leave or choke the shit out of you. I don't think I could date a woman who had more male friends than female. I don't think I could date a woman who was barely making it, who couldn't pay her own bills. And it's not about this independent thing. Like everybody, like I get so many letters now, and the first sentence is, I got my own car, own house, and da-da-da. I don't care, because you can have your own car, house, and all that, and still be barely paying for it. I don't think I could, I don't know. It's just a whole lot of things. I don't think I could date a woman who didn't have a sense of humor. I'm telling you, if I was single, I could not date a woman who did not have a strong relationship with her father. I learned that the hard way. If I was single and you weren't raised by your father and your father left you and I found out about it, I would not waste my time with you at all. Anyway, so I said a lot of stuff and probably ticked y'all off. Ha! This has been Uncle P. And it's, oh, I can't say that. That's the only other one. Anyway, y'all, I'm in a good mood today, y'all. Y'all have a good time, man. Everybody on the Facebook, appreciate it. The magazine has gone to print. It should be out in the next couple of weeks. I thank you for all your support. Thank you very much. Talk to y'all later.